Hey there, welcome back to the Data Engineer series using AWS, and this is the part 4. And in this video, we're going to understand one of the most fundamental services in AWS, which is EC2 or Elastic Compute Cloud. So, think of it like a compute power for any operation when we need to perform using AWS. So this is a simple virtual server in the cloud. Instead of buying hardware, worrying about maintenance or scaling machines manually, AWS gives you on-demand compute that you can launch in seconds. You choose to uh, select which operating system you need and the CPU configurations, memory storage and networking and security. And AWS provides infrastructure underneath. So for any data engineer, this matters because not every job fits into Lambda, Glue, or serverless platform. Sometimes you need full control to install custom libraries, run heavy processes, and set up Spark, host Airflow, run Kafka, or build your own ETL environment. So, and EC2 is the base for all of that. Now, let's see what we'll be learning in this course. So, we'll first see a simple introduction about EC2, like why it is important for any data engineer, and also some core concepts like the building blocks of EC2 and types of instances we have. So, use case and some use cases like at what are some scenarios where we use EC2. So, this provides scalable virtual machines in the cloud, and we choose the OS. Like I said, we choose the OS, CPU, memory, and everything, and AWS manages the entire infrastructure. So this is a service that provides resizable compute capacity. Think of it as a renting computer, but in AWS data centers. So it's flexible, powerful, and used everywhere in real world pipelines. Now, some of the uh, key features are like virtual servers in the cloud. So you don't have to worry about on premises, something might happen to the on premises or data or something like that. So everything happens in the cloud. This provides, like I said, resizable virtual machines that run your applications without managing physical hardware, and full control and flexibility. You can install any software configuration and environment. Um, you can configure the environment and the customize networking and security. This makes EC2 ideal for workloads that need control beyond managing services like Lambda and Glue. Now coming to the scalability and cost, this lets us scale instance up or down based on the demand, pay only for what we use. This is also has the same pay as you go kind of a thing. So we only be paying whatever instances or whatever the computational power we use. And this is perfect for the DE workloads that require burst compute or long run jobs. Burst in the sense like you can say it as an instantaneous, all of a sudden having a lot of requiring a lot of computational power. And some of its core concepts are, in the sense, building blocks. We'll be learning about types of instance later in this video, and we also have Amazon Machine Image, EBS volumes, and instance lifecycle security groups, of course, instances, key pairs, Elastic IP, and VPC plus networking. So these are the actual virtual machines. We launch them with the CPU, memory, and OS we choose. So instances are the actual VMs. And coming to AMIs, these are the templates used to create instances. They define the OS, pre-installed software and configuration. Like example, Amazon Linux, Ubuntu, or your own custom AMI. So types of instant types are like we have pre-optimized instances based on our use case, and we also have instance lifecycle, like these move through states like pending, running, stopped, and terminated. And stopped keeps your EBS volume, terminating deletes it. And meaning, if you use a VM, you can see something on the to the left. It shows the status of the VM, like is it starting or in progress or something like that. So this defines the, I mean, this is basically that concept. And coming to security group, like EBS volume, sorry. So this is the disk storage for our EC2. Even if the instance stop, this EBS volume stays intact. So, like I said, when we are talking about S3, we have different storage classes and different storage types, and EBS is one of the storage types, but this is used with respect to, I mean, along with EC2. It is not publicly available like we have S3 or something like that. So now we have security groups. Like, this is the actual firewall. They control what traffic can reach the instance, like SSH or HTTPS or database ABI, databases ABS, etc. And key pairs used to securely SSH into our EC2 machine. If we lose a key, and we will completely lose the access. And elastic IP, a static public IP we attach to our instances so that the address never changes. And VPC networking is nothing but um, every EC2 instance lives inside a virtual private cloud. We decide which subnet it belongs to, whether it has internet access, root tables, and ad or etc. Now coming to instance types. So this offers, like AWS offers several instant families, each built for a different purpose. Coming to the general purpose, this provides a balanced compute memory and network resources, and we use it for Airflow, small UKL, Jupyter notebooks, or API services. Next, we have compute optimized, like high CPU for compute heavy tasks. For data transformations, parallel processing, and microservices, we'll be using this. And for memory optimized, we have large memory footprint for um, in-memory workloads, and this is used for Spark, caching layers, and analytical workloads. We have storage optimized, like high um, IOPS or throughput for intense storage operations for log analytics, big local data sets, and indexing and search engines. For accelerated computing, this is basically for the GPU based, like for machine learning training, deep learning, and rendering or something like that. And we have HPC, which is nothing but high performance computing instant, best um, for the best price performance for running HPC workloads at scale. And next we have some use cases. We can use it for um, custom ETL engines, Airflow for the workflow orchestration, Kafka, Zookeeper, Spark clusters, and Jupyter, Zeppelin notebook servers, and Jumper Bastion hosts or batch processing machines. And let's see some demo. So let's see a quick demo about EC2. So when you open it, we will be seeing something like this. You just need to simply launch an instance. So um, you can select which OS you want. So I'll be selecting Windows, and key pair. You can just select a create new pair. Name, it will be downloaded, and we'll be using it for later for decrypting it and connecting to our virtual machine. And that it gets it. You can simply launch it, and we'll be connecting to our MongoDB client. You can just select the password. I'll have to wait for at least 4 minutes. So after some time, you can now see the get password window. You have to just simply drop the password file which you downloaded and copy this password, download the instance and open it, paste the password, and the instance will be starting shortly. So this is a Windows OS, like it takes a few seconds to set up everything. That's it. That's how you um, create an EC2 instance in AWS. Thank you for watching.